This shrine fills you with a sense of... You feel weightless, as if lifted by a sun. A dying shark lies gasping on the sand, bleeding from the mouth and gill.
What happened here? That void organ had someone in its claws. remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. What happened here?
Can't be real. Not real. Not happening. No, it's not true. Can't be true.
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade.
Back! Back! Magister, I'll kill you, just like the rest of them.
She slumps, all bravado draining from...
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone?
Her eyes widen and lose focus, as though she's seeing something played out before them.
Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. Ripped through the Magisters. The dwarves. Dead. Dead.
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Duna's beard. Lohar. My boss Lohar will want to know what happened to them, but I can't remember. Her helping sorcerers. We thought we could help them against the Magisters, but no. No, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Seven Sympathy. I saw those things dragging the sorcerers along the cliffs towards the Wreckers' caves.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of...
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long...
Oh, Ma! Are you all right? Ma!
A screech, like metal dragging on...
You have to help her. You can't see her. She's in the house, and those things are all around. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some man. They killed everyone. And my ma got them to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me to run. And now she's stuck over there with... Not without Ma. Family doesn't just leave each other. You will. Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? There's got to be a way.
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble.
I'll keep distracting him.
He performs a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma. Oh! Looky here, Bugs.
And who are you? Oh, never mind, no time. Hurry on in and gear up. There's a void woken right out the front door. Lay low? My eye. I've got enough firepower to toast. I'm getting those bugs off my front lawn. You in? By the seven, that's what I'm talking about. I got all the fixings here for every kind of bomb, grenade, missile and shell you can imagine. Make what you want and then let... Ready, set, squash! good.
Mari flashes a massive horsey smile at you, then winces, her left arm hanging.
By the seven, that was something. What'd I tell you? Nice scratch on me. None that last, at least. Glad my little guy got to see it. Oh, sure. Just a nasty bruise by the feel of it. Beth. Didn't catch your name, though. I'm Mari. Pleasure's mine. You all right? Dunno about you, but I know. Then again, if you hadn't rolled in when you did, I might be whistling Teedle-Dee in a Void Woken's belly by now. I owe you one. A bug squasher, are you? Hate to cut this short, but I ought to dash off. Mind lowering the bridge, though? I find myself There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay? And there's my little spider.
Spider monkey?
Come here, you.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her eyes are...
My boy.
Hey, wait, thank you so much for helping my ma. All the...
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Ryman what you did. He's real high up in the order and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Reckon there's space for us in the Magister's barracks. Ryman ought not to turn down his... Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magister caravan. Voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it. No match for the bomber pair at the bridge.
As Ray.
We're off into town. Best of luck to you, mate.
cellar, isn't it?
A spillage all over the floor.
I'm sure there must be a safety switch down here somewhere.
I've spotted something.
Found some. I found something. I've spotted something. Perhaps there's still a chance.
Kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me!
There you are, little egg.
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her. She cocks a black eye.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me!
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored.
Welcome to Driftwood, God-woken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering.
Taste. chased you all the way here from Fort Joy. Or indeed you could stand there gawping as if you were a cow ordered to dance a reel. It is a masterful performance. I would applaud it, but well. Be quick about it, before the Magister realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net. Excellent. Now, if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do any...
Ah, yes. One of Mary's heroes passes. Come on through.
You ever think about running off, like Barnby and Sam did?
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Yeah. Guess you're right.
Of course I'm right.
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a nobleman like myself. Pity.
Smells worse over here.
Oh, we dwarves had a kingdom, and we will have it back. I won't.
The bull chews its cud.
They don't come visit your ton. Who will?
The carved figure is your touch.
Keeping it together, Bree?
Penny
all right.
for a sick dog. A glance at the dog's miserable face tells you it's sick, all right.
Got one on you, do you? What am I, dog's doctor? Putty for a penny, you can sing him a love song.
The dog lies there. It snaps at your hand. It flinches. A low, threatening. Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal. The dog gives you a long, hard stare. But the dog goes to bite your hand. And then he licks your hand and grins. Then he turns to his master.
Penny for a grieved beggar whose dog ran away. God damn it. That was my livelihood. Penny for a grieving beggar? I reckon you wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
He gives you a cool look, then rummages in it.
That's your luck. Go on then. Get lost, you penny for a grieving beggar whose dog...
They don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I think that lunatic Siva is loose again. We won't be so gentle when we catch her this time. Damn it. Magister Raymond wanted word.
I'm all right.
Well met, friend. Interested in drift?
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales. Tumor.
Have it your way.
Good day to you.
War's a brewing, my friend, and our special price. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
ancient empire!
Stop those beasts. Cold steel it is.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprits still at
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think I do too much. Not cold for the job.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
for insubordination!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think I do too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think I do too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
My word, but you do have act. Got yourself situated.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Yep.
You needing supplies? Anything more?
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar. I don't come visit your ton. Who will? How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat up there.
Until later, then.
Come over. Not like you're buying anything. Ain't the device. You're here to protect us.
I don't come visit your ton. Who will? I.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, of course. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Have you anything that will protect against voidwake?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide walking? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're back! Good. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I? Sure thing.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think too much.
Water looks a bit cold to me.
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo. That's it. The barrels and the chests. On the double. You too, Julian. Show 'em how it's done, man. Go on, you mute sacks of the Lord dread away.
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffed.
You do not get to make. Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body we do cruel things unto...
He licks his lips.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with... Oh no, I'm very... There was a whiff of some... Best convince me I was mistaken.
He leans in closer and...
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Very well. In that case, we'll forego. Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? But they do. Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? A mule? A beast? I've need of a rat catcher. Of course. I must depart post-haste.
Stay behind? But...
Like I said. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we... How very... One last thing. The Magisters here are diligent men and women. Should this happen, just wave this piece of parchment in their eager little faces. Adieu and good luck. The time has come, my stitched-lit lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
Left behind like a dog. Bah. 7 curses upon that ship.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes. None the worse for wear, apparently, from the blast of magic that knocked him off his feet.
You, the damn recruit. I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you. Your meddling in Magister affairs had better be worth it. A man of stature wouldn't be moored on a dock with... But here I am, and he... Now answer me. Did you meet with a Magister caravan on your way into town? The hour's growing by the bishop's bones, you saw it? Out with it, man. What happened? The pox on those bearded Raymond, that old goat. Always suspected there's more to the Driftwood dwarves than meets the eye. Too many things have gone wrong along Reaper's Coast to attribute to bad luck. Magister ship sink. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove. There's a local thug, Lohar. He runs an operation.
It may be interesting to have a word with him. Find out what he's up to. Where I really want you to...
It's wild territory, remote and hostile, where I believe the dwarves may have set up a base of operations away from... Should you find any such place, and better yet, proof that Lohar is working on behalf of Queen Justinia, you will be handsomely rewarded. They've always been snakes in the grass. Cheap labour, sure, and hard workers too. You know what Queen Justinia is like, surely? In that case, go for...
Wouldn't you like to know?
Greetings! May the Seven circle you and keep you safe. Ah, it's a wonderful day, wouldn't you agree? Of course. But there are plenty of Magisters around, aren't there? They shield us from... Why, only a few days ago, I was writhing in pain, but then a fellow pilgrim passed by, laid his hands upon my feverish skin, and just like that, I was cured. Alas, I cannot say who he was, but I can say what he was. A hope fills my heart with gladness to know that there are still... May the Seven keep him.
Pilgrim, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat?
Blessings of the divine upon you, good sir. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer. Wonderful. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, that's so come. Let us break bread and strengthen our...
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it.
She doesn't feel like playing, but...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her...
I swear by the Seven.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. In your case, more than I suspect, man, God or even a reptile can provide. It is not enough to be God-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meister uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but she stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to...
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken. Come, God-woken. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. I pray my instructions will not be too technical. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder. Push the button. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
A stone door lies flush with the floor. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken. Feel free to look about while I catch my breath. Come speak to me when you wish to proceed, and try not to break anything in the meantime.
Ancient runes, weird contraptions. This place is an Arcanist's dream.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Meister Siever's stare bores in...
Indeed, some people seem to think so. Mostly they're...
The Meister rests her hand on her arm, where one of her wounds...
I pray you're more idiot than mad dog. It would be a shame to expend all this effort just to see you put down. I hope so. To accept divinity is to accept If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea. But make no mistake, the divine has only one duty. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed.
Opening the door, after a quick... You gather up the...
you simple? Perform the ritual.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, as the world fades.
Deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
As you suck as the world. Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe. It looks haggard and weak.
My chosen, come. Come closer, so that you may look me.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes...
Blind eyes. Speak the spell, and see.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Ralik.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge. My last bastion.
Ralik nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet, we're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing. And should we truly lose, all will be cast to save us both. You must realize that our fates are now as one. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But that means there is but one place we can go. The Well of It is a lake, a pool. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice, in the face of our old enemy. It was an act of heroism. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the well. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator. It's very simple, really. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own God-woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road, but don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin and your loved. I promise that our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a God-woken can.
Coarse laughter rolls and...
You flatter me, my chosen. But if all I had to do... We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. You must make them teach. So, return to Rivellon and seek. Once you have, you may return to me here. Best of luck.
A man's spirit stands before you, clad in scholarly dress.
Who has taken my books? My notes? They were here. Sweet Armadia, why do you test your chronicler so? Am I cursed? Has the
The chronicler shudders, looking...
Again. This again. When we were in Reaper's Eye. When I saw those tomes and scrolls, I was... But the vision always fades. Why can't I escape? Why is there never a way? Me? I archived Rivellon's history. A lizard empress sought my services. She told me the design was brilliant. When the armor was forged, the empress showed it to me, and if it wasn't for me, the armor wouldn't exist at all. This is my fault. If I knew the way, I'd shout until every god heard me. But I have no idea.
The chronicler puts his head in his hands. The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? God, sir.
She leans in, her bloody tongue.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatient.
You can't channel enough sauce. Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of sauce. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my sauce. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. Just so, some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. However, it is the path we walk. No.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers. But do be careful not to get caught. I was there. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed.
Bathed in the heart, it looks...
My chosen, look me.
The upper...
Line, speak this bed.
God, is this...
You know your God...
Rally.
Ah, yeah. The void. We're back to say you want to get that. You must... With that, it was at the... Oh, I hope I have known some, but of... If you... Are, you must say once some... So you have speak best...
The Meister
still alive.
She leaned.
Tell me, what did you see?
The Meister's up.
You are not. That is unfortunate. The river. So we must. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt you will. However,
The
no man you to. You're the Magister to be. And if
as she's.
I wish to.